Yay. We're on. Hi, everybody. Hey there. Happy Wednesday night. Happy Wednesday night. Hopefully round two. I just was live over on Dixie Belle's page, and now I'm here on my own page. Tracey's Fancy. You are on Tracey's Fancy Instagram. You are on Tracey's Fancy Facebook. It is Wednesday night, coming to you live from my shop here in San Antonio, Texas. And I am painting a clean and simple look tonight. Hello, Margot. Hello, Diane. Yay. Please say hello when you come on. Hi, Cynthia. Good to see you again. Hi, Michelle. All right, so we're going to get right to it. We are painting a very, very simple piece that will go in a room with a chest of drawers that I'm working on that's very elaborate. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you have seen that I always post, Maureen, you're back, honey. Hi, Terry. Y'all know I show my finished pieces every Sunday. This is the way I do it, for the most part. My big pieces that I work on, which is usually one large piece a week, I share that on Sundays, which is when my blog goes live, my YouTube video telling how to do it goes live, and prior to that, which is this whole week that we're in right now, I give you like little snippets what I've been doing in the shop all week as I wrap up, and then boom, I deliver the whole thing on Sunday. If you've signed up for my email list on my website, which is traceysfancy.com, just like my name here, my social media handle. Oh, Elaine, really? Girl, oh my gosh. You see me do it all the time, Elaine, right? I share my tricks with the Best Dang Wax brush. You will become a pro. I've shown so many videos. Have you tried it with the Best Dang Wax brush? She's talking about her fear of working with stencils, and a lot of people just don't like them, but I really, really have mastered stencils over the years. I really have. And the Best Dang Wax is a big, fat brush that really, really works. So anyway, where was I going? Oh, if you've signed up for my email list, you even get an email on Sundays. I send an email out every Sunday morning at about 9:30 in the morning, so you can have your coffee and read my email, let you know what's going on in the week, and then it also says, hey, there's a new blog up, and then you go over to my website, and the blog is there. So I have a cold, so I'm drinking some hot coffee, so hold on a second. Matt is not here tonight. We had a major boo-boo last week, right? And so I fired him. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, we had an incident where he had been trying to tell me something while I was live on the Dixie Belle page, and I didn't understand what he was trying to tell me. And all of a sudden it occurred to him what he was trying to tell me right after we'd gone live on this page, my own page. And he told me, and he thought we were private, and we weren't private. So there was that. So that was kind of funny, but that's not why he's not here. He's not here because he's helping Zadie with homework. Okay, so what we're doing right now, you guys, is we're using silk paint. Kelly, it really is funny now. I can laugh about it, but I could not laugh about it right when it happened. I was horrified. What we've done is we've already primed this piece in B.O.S. Gray. I'm just gonna take these stinking things off. They work, but I've got too many levels going on here. I've got cardboard and pegboard and drop cloth. Where's going to move them? If I were straight cement, they'd be doing great. Okay, so this piece is primed, right? Yeah, that's primed. This is B.O.S. Gray. So I've cleaned it, I've B.O.S. primed it, and I used the same technique to prime that I'm about to share with you right now. Hi, Despina. It was really funny. I mean, it was like a real... this is the deal. It was a real moment in our world. Like, we've been married a long time, and that's how my husband talks. And he's like to the point, and he doesn't mince any words. And, he was just trying to take care of me. But y'all heard it, and you got to see my reaction. So that's that. If you missed it, we left it. It's on my Instagram and on my Facebook. All right, so I'm gonna use the same technique. All I've got, you guys, is a tiny baby roller. You can use a bigger roller if you want. This is just the little roller I have. And then I have one brush, and I've got my silk paint in Endless Shore. And this is the same technique that I put my primer on, and it is flawless. For those of you that want a clean finish and you don't want brush strokes, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. You knew I was gonna do that, right? But I'm not gonna sing for you because I'm not a singer, and even if I were, my throat hurts and I would sound like a frog. Speaking of frogs, did y'all see my new frog today? I got a new frog. Thank you, Robin. Thank you. You're very kind. No, you're very kind. Remind me and I'll show y'all my new frog. I got a new frog today. I'm gonna share him too. I took a picture of him, but I'll show y'all in a minute. So anyway, this is how I put my primer on. Just put it on like this. Now, if you want a super clean finish, which I don't do very often because usually mine's loaded with artwork and, you know, checks and stencils and transfers and all those fancy embellishments. But sometimes you might want a clean finish like this. Just one solid color and maybe a little gold on it, you know, simple and clean, right? I think this one's gonna be pretty clean. All right, so that's that. Now I'm gonna take my roller and I'm gonna roll out my brush marks. And it's legit, you guys. Can y'all see the brush strokes at all? I don't know if y'all can see them, but they're there and we're gonna get rid of them. So you kind of just need to get your roller going. There we go. And I'm just gonna take my roller up and down. I'm just rolling out. I'm not taking the paint off. I mean, it does a little bit, but you're gonna have to do 2 coats anyway. So now I'm just gonna go back to the top and just roll straight down, just like this. Okay? And all I did was I took my paint strokes out. Now, why would you not just use the roller to begin with the little baby tray? Like here's the little baby tray and the little baby roller. It's not gonna give you as much paint to put on. It's gonna roll on. You're probably, if you do it that way, that's fine. But you're gonna probably have to do like 3 coats. This way, brush first, and then just take off your brush strokes. That's it. It's as simple as that. It is a flawless finish. It looks baked on. It looks like it was done in a factory. It looks really, really good. So same thing here, even for this smaller space. The brush, if I took this roller right here and I roll and I try to get in those cracks right there, it's not gonna get in them. Do you see how it leaves it? So you kind of get in and you're like, okay, I gotta push in there. Why? Just use a brush, get in there, get in the cracks, cover it, get it covered. Lay down a really good amount of paint so you get good coverage. Get all the, here's another little, you know, indentation down here. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. The Dixie Belle paint and the silk paint have self-levelers in them, and they really don't dry with that many brush strokes. But whereas the chalk paint, you can get rid of a lot of your brush strokes by using a lot of water. You spray with your spritzer bottle, right? That's what we do. It's a trick. But silk, you're not spraying with a spritzer bottle because silk and water don't work that well together. It's not meant to be an artistic paint. So now I'm just gonna roll out my brush strokes, just flattening it right out. It looks so good. That one. Now there's probably enough on here that I can do this. See that? But it definitely goes on thinner when you do it like this than if I were to have brushed that on. Now up underneath here, same thing. It's gonna be hard to get up underneath there. So I'm gonna go ahead and just brush it on. And then I'll just follow it up with a roll. Brush it on, follow it up with a roll. Now if you've never used silk paint, I put my link, Instagram, there is no link right now. You can get the link in bio, but I will add it after this video is over. But right now on Instagram, if you're watching this video, there's a description of the video and my link is there. And I also feel like I need to explain that for just a second. Those of you who have been around a long time, you understand the link, but sometimes people don't. So I got a message from a really, really nice lady this past week. See, I'm just rolling out my brush stroke. And she said, hey, you've been so helpful. I've learned so much from you, and I really want to use your link to order products. But every time I click on your link, it takes me to some place in Florida. And I'm like, yes, that's my link. So this is how it works. I'm not sending you paint from my shop. It's Dixie Belle. So I work as a brand ambassador for Dixie Belle. I share their product and how, you know, the best ways to use it. They give me a link. It's attached to my name. When you click my link that's next to my post, it sends you to their website. But don't worry, it's attached to my name as long as you clicked it from my post or my video. That's how it works. Because she was like, I want to use your link, but it's going to a place in Florida. I'm like, yes, that's right. Okay, so I'm gonna get up on my hands and up on my knees and raise y'all up a little bit. And let's do the top of the piece, okay? Ashley, you're glad I'm doing this. I'm so glad. So we'll even do the top of the piece the same way. So this color right now, you guys, is Endless Shore. I'm actually gonna do the outside edge first. I know y'all can't see up here very well, but it's got like a little indentation. So I'm gonna do this outside edge and so the thing about silk paint, I explained this over when I was on the Dixie Belle page. Silk paint dries from the outside in. So what that means is it starts to set up, I'm gonna stand up. It starts to set up a little bit of a skin pretty quickly, whereas chalk paint dries from the inside out. So you have more play time. Silk paint, you kind of have to move along pretty quick. So right now we are in the line of fire for my lovely, fantastic air conditioner that I just love. But it does blow right here on my project. So it's gonna wanna set the silk paint up pretty quickly. So I'm gonna move along here pretty fast. So there we go. If you could see this, you would be able to see my brush strokes, but as it dries, it is gonna level out pretty good. Now, this is maybe where you would wanna have a bigger roller. I still have this little baby roller, but it's still okay. I'm just gonna roll, just kind of smash out my. Now, y'all, I also gave a little tutorial over there about pouncing. I do pouncing a lot. Pouncing gives you this exact same look with a brush. Same thing. And then spraying also gives you the same look. So that's it. It's gonna need a second coat, but there is not one single brush stroke on here. It looks fabulous. Fabulous, darling. Okay, let's get this drawer. We'll get the drawer. Let's move this puppy back. Let's see. I'm gonna move you back. There we go. You've got so much silk, but always been reluctant to use it. Now, yay! See, it's perfect. Now, the rollers don't work, guys, if you have a lot of carvings. If you have a lot of carvings, it's not gonna work as well for you. Which is why you don't see me use a roller very often, because I work on pieces that have a lot of carving and a lot of detail usually. I don't do a lot of those super flat pieces like this. But since I was going to, I decided this was the perfect time to give this little lesson, right? Right. All right, so same thing here. When you do a drawer front that's got an inset, you wanna do your inset first. Lay down your paint in the inset, get your corners, all the little nooks and crannies, and then put plenty of paint on your brush. Get it laid down. Does not matter what direction you're going, because you're gonna lay it all out with the roller anyway. And we'll follow this, and then we're covered, except for the legs. I haven't done those little legs over there yet. Have y'all all seen the new stencils? So Dixie Belle put out new stencils today. They're available to order online. And I shared on my Facebook and my Instagram both reels and still shots. If you're on Facebook and you want to see them being used, like actually watching me do the stencil, I recommend hopping on over to Instagram. People on Facebook don't watch the videos that often. Instagram loves videos. So I actually show me using The reels show me using the stencils. But there's 3 new ones, and they're small stencils, so they're perfect for these right here, drawer sides. Actually, if y'all want me to do one, I'll do one. We'll do a drawer side. Y'all want to? You want to? So now this top surface right there, I have enough paint on my roller that I am just gonna roll that right over the top, just like that. And we're gonna let that dry. That is it. What's frozen? Something's frozen? I hope not. Okay. Finally bought a silkscreen stencil. I haven't used it, but can't wait. Silkscreen stencils are amazing as well. So they're really, really good for drawer sides too, because they're smaller in size. Now they're quite a bit smaller. I'll show you. Let me show you a difference between, just so you have a good idea. Let me show you. All right. So here's a good comparison, okay? And I don't know why my daughter is emailing me right now, and she's in the house. What is up with that? What's up? Okay, here's the silkscreen stencil. This is what size they are. Now, in the silkscreen stencil packages, you actually get 3 design sheets, right? So, let me open this one. You get 3 sheets that look like this. Babe, I'm live. That look like this, okay? And very different product. This is a silkscreen stencil. And then this is the new Mylar stencil, okay? So this is the new stencils that came out today. This is one. This one's called Lotus Bloom. It's amazing. And then there's another one called Tea Towel Floral. It's this one. And then there's another one called Cozy Sweater, I believe. So these are them. Perfect for drawer size. Now this is a nightstand, so the drawers are a little bit smaller. The sides of the drawer are a little bit smaller. But the dresser, this has already been used, you can see that. The dresser that's gonna go with this piece, I did this on the sides, and that's what I did on my Instagram videos. And this was the exact size of the side. Like exactly, it went all the way down the side, height, width, everything. So these are perfect. I know, Brandy, it's amazing. And did you see it on mine? It's a hot pink piece with gold stencil. Oh, it's gorgeous. I love the swag. See that swag that goes across the front of it? Oh my gosh. She is emailing me. What on earth? She needs to stop. So totally different product. This silk screen actually has little tiny mesh screen, and you have to press the paint through there. It's very easy. Love them. Love, love, love them. And then Corky Mac, good to see you over there, hon. I'm glad to see you. And Realtor Linda, hello there. Yay! And then this is just a Mylar stencil. See, you can put your finger through. There's no, you're not meshing, you're not pushing through the screen. Why do I have this taped off? You might wonder. Does anyone wonder? Because I was only wanting the swag part. And so when I was pouncing my gold wax through with my Best Dang wax brush, I didn't want to get stencil to go through the flower part. So I taped it off, which is pretty cool, right? Now this is what it looks like without the tape on there. See? Pretty cool, right? So what should we do on the sides of this little nightstand? Someone was saying they really struggled with stenciling. So let's do, actually, no, let's do this one. I want to do this one. Let's do this. Let me get my drawer that might be kind of dry. Do this, and I'm going to just stencil for you guys, okay? Let's do this. Well, let's do it. Let me get my Best Ink Wax brush. Please hold. One. All right, this is my preference to stencil with right here. And let me get this where y'all can see. That's pretty good. There we go. All right, okay. So this is a regular Mylar stencil. It is available on the website as of today. This is the top of the drawer. So how do I want this? I think I'm gonna do just a little bit of the flower and the whole swag, or I could do just the flower. I'm gonna do the whole swag and a little bit of the flower. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so you just put it in place, all right? And let's use silk. Let's use the endless short that I'm using. Let's go ahead and use that. So you could take your roller, and roll it on. The reason I don't do this is super important. The reason I don't do that is most people will deliver way too much paint on their roller, and then you don't get a crisp, clean edge because it's gonna push underneath the edges. Even if you've rolled off most of your paint, you're still gonna have a tendency as you roll to push. And when you push, it's gonna squeeze paint out of the roller. So I don't recommend roller unless you just fly across it and you keep it super, super light, which takes practice, okay? It takes practice. So I use this, and it's dry. This is dry. And I'm gonna dip it in my lid. Here's my lid, just like this. I'm gonna dip it in my lid, just like that. That's it, okay? Now I'm not gonna start stenciling. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna take that off. So right down here on the floor next to me, I'm just gonna tap this out on the drop cloth to where it's like pushed in. So I've got a bunch of it over here on the drop cloth. So I'm just gonna hold it in place. I don't use stencil adhesive ever. I just don't. And pounce straight down. The key is to go down, not at an angle, because then those little bristles are gonna go right underneath the piece. So the trick is to go straight down, and then I just keep moving. Dip, pounce off the excess, and keep going. Y'all have seen me do this on the top of nightstands. You've seen me do this on the top of vanities. Dip, take off the excess. Oh, I moved it a little bit. I'm normally standing up and right on top of it, but I didn't want to get in the way of y'all being able to see. Last part, dip, take off the excess. Now, sometimes I also use a premium chip brush. I like that as well. I don't like to do this with the synthetic brushes. I only do it with the natural bristle brushes. Okay, that's it. Awesome. Look. What? Look at that. Hold on, my little buttons in. See? Perfect, right? Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Right? You like? So that's the trick. That is the trick. If you, I'm not usually super pushy about sales, but I'm gonna sell you right now. If you want to play with stencils, big stencils, the real big ones, and you want to stencil whole tops of dressers or whole sides of things, you need one of these. This is the magic right here. B.O.S. Staying Wax brush and a stencil of your choice, and try it. And I just showed you how. You can rewatch this video over and over and over. And I also have been sharing the magic of how this color washes and blends. It's just an amazing brush. It's called a B.O.S. Staying Wax brush, which is very misleading because people think it's only for wax, and I use it more for paint than I do anything else. The gold wax I just left on there. It just dries on there. But the paint I can just go rinse off. It'll just wash right off. Just soapy water. I use the scrubbies, our little scrubby soaps. I use the scrubbies. Realtor Linda, the brush is available on my link. So where it says Tracy's Fancy, up at the top of this video, like the little circle with my picture, touch that and that will take you to my main page. And up at the top, it says smart.bio or something like that. Click that up under my picture and it'll open up a bunch of pink bars. And one of the bars says Dixie Belle Paint or Shop Paint or Shop Dixie Belle Paint. And when you go to the Dixie Belle Paint, look under their tools and then brushes. And it's called B.O.S. Staying Wax Brush, okay? Melissa, really, it is so, I know you've been busy. You're busy. You're really busy. You're busy building a house. You're busy vacationing. You'll love it when you really, I use it for everything. I really do. So that's that. We've got a one coat on. I won't finish this tonight. I'll come out tomorrow morning and put my second coat on, paint those legs, put some gold on the hardware, and take some pictures of it nice and clean, and then I'll move it from the staging wall and paint more stuff on it, like some stencils. Because I'm not leaving it white. I'm not gonna leave it endless shore. I gotta put some gray on it somewhere. I'm probably gonna stencil gray on it somewhere. Maybe in the drawer inset, because you know the two drawers make a square in the middle. So that's probably what I'll do. Thank you, Joy, you're so sweet, thank you. Frog, oh, do you see him? You're right, I told someone to remind me. Okay, let me get him. Hold on, let me get him. I am so excited. I bought this frog today at Hobby Lobby. I did not need him at all. But he's holding a tea set. He's holding a tea glass and a saucer. And he's blue. And purple and glittery and sparkly and adorable and sassy. And I bought him for staging. So you can, a chile. Yay, Lydia, good to see you. I think you watched it. I think you were here last week too. Soon, very, very soon. I have a feeling you won't have to wait long. I know, isn't he adorable? So just know that you will see him, whoa, in my pictures. Anywhere that I can fit in a purple, handsome frog, he's gonna be in my pictures. If you have a Hobby Lobby near you, go grab one. My Hobby Lobby only got 3 in. This one, the cup is glued into the wrong spot. It's not in the middle of the plate, and they were gonna return it. But the other ones weren't as handsome. The other 2, they had already sold 1, I'm sorry. They only got 3, they sold 1, they had 2 left, and the other one wasn't as sparkly. So I said, I'll take the one with the cup in the wrong plate. Makes it quirky. Lord Ribbit. He is so cute, right? I know, he's really cute. So anyway, me and Lord Ribbit wish you a very, very happy Wednesday night, a happy restful night. I hope y'all get some good rest wherever you are. And I hope that you found tonight's videos helpful and inspirational. If y'all ever have any questions, just reach out to me, shoot me a DM, shoot me a message. Email me at info@traceysfancy.com. I would love it if you guys will follow along. And I think that's it, right? How do I repaint a vintage French provincial piece that has a shiny finish? Izzy Gal, trying to think what blog I could send you to. Well, you will need to scuff sand a little bit if it's wood. Scuff sand it with, not hard, you don't have to get an electric sander out, but just a sanding block. Scuff sand it, and then use a product that we have called Slick Stick. Slick Stick would be really helpful. Or you can just scuff sand it and probably just use B.O.S. if you want to. Really, either way works. Thank you, Linda. And then start with your chalk mineral paint. I would use the chalk mineral paint. It's amazing. It adheres to anything. Elaine, thank you for being here. It is white. It was white and is yellow now. I know that just happens over time, doesn't it? It does. So I know what you're talking about. So that stuff I think is like a Formica. I think it might have like a Formica over the top. So yeah, I don't know. I think you could probably scuff sand it and use B.O.S. for sure. Karen, you trying to make your hearts match my frog. It does. It matches my frog. Okay, I gotta go rest this voice. I will love y'all. I will love y'all. I love you, and I will see y'all soon. Okay, y'all take care. Bye.